So yes, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we told leo tunapiga mastori kibao na Nadia Nakai right here, all the way from SA, South Africa. We are the triple threat, meaning the MVP, half man, half amazing, Lil Omi, the king of interviews, Nico na yule girl.
I'm a Getla.
With Morento right there.
Ray Mshana, aka the young king. Squeeze on the the lake at him toto masaki. Obongo the mambo the boy.
You already know. Nadia, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys? You guys have energy. Like, energy.
You love the energy out here.
I love the energy. The studio is also beautiful. Thank
It
you.
is Wasafi, baby.
You're looking good. You're looking sexy.
Thank you. You guys are out with the bling too. I love it.
Wow.
You're rocking with the coolest kid in here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Are you showering with the milk cow?
With the milk, I hope so. Is that what's happening in Tanzania? Because all the Tanzania, Tanzania.
Yes.
Because all the women here are gorgeous. Are they showering in like honey milk? What's happening?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you're doing when you wake up in the morning?
Oh, no.
I want to know, is it your first time in here?
It's my first time in this studio, but my second time in Tanzania.
No.
But the first time I was like 16, so I don't really remember. And I was in Zanzibar.
Oh.
So it's my first time in Dar.
What was the experience from Zanzibar, by the way?
Beautiful. I love the buildings. They're like Arabic inspired with the big, amazing doors and the rich colors.
You love the doors?
I love the big doors. I love the buildings. They're gorgeous. I mean, for the picture aesthetic on
oceans.
Instagram, the oceans, yes, of course,
So
but
clean.
the buildings are just amazing. The boats,
right?
Gorgeous.
And the food as well.
And the food as well. But I mean, it helps with the Instagram aesthetic when you take pictures in Zanzibar. But Dar es Salaam is also really beautiful.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How was your flight, by the way? I heard you were, you're not even like so long when you landed.
I thought it was 7 hours away. I didn't realize how close Tanzania is. It's about 3 hours, so that was surprising. But my flight was amazing. The food apparently was amazing too, but I fell asleep through it, so I'm not sure. But when I landed, I had breakfast at 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕. Yes, and the breakfast was to die for. I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
You said that you've been here when you were 16, right?
Yeah.
Did you have you came maybe with your parents out at that time when you were 16 years old?
Yeah, so I went to high school in Kenya. I went to Braven High. I stayed in Nairobi, and then my grandmother visited us from Zimbabwe, and then we came to Zanzibar for like our Christmas holiday.
Wow.
So that's what we did, and that's the first time my grandmother actually saw the ocean was in Zanzibar.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's
great. Can you at least understand some Swahili since you've been to Kenya?
They used to teach me swear words, but I don't remember the swears and I won't say them now. But I remember namini choka. Did I say that right?
What?
Nimechoka. Like I'm tired. That means I'm tired.
Nimechoka,
Yeah. I don't know why I remember that. I know.
You remember that?
I don't know why, but I remember that namini choka. I don't know why. I'll say that in school.
Nimechoka.
Oh, yeah?
Got what I meant, okay?
Nimechoka.
And what else?
Mambo, jambo, pole, karibu, sante sana, asante sana. Yeah.
I just want to hear only one word.
Which one?
Nakupenda.
Nakupenda means you love me.
Yeah.
I know what that means. Nakupenda.
Do you?
I do. No. I got a boyfriend.
All right, cool. So let's talk about your music career. First of all,
Yeah.
we feel so sorry for you since you lost your brother, Ricky Rick. And actually, you shared such an emotional post on your Instagram account.
Yeah.
And you took to the caption like, R.I.P. King, my deepest condolences to Auntie B. We never die, we multiply.
Yeah.
Tears couldn't stop. I just want to know, did this really happen? Like, you couldn't stop crying when he passed away?
I couldn't stop crying. To be honest, people think that the biggest break that I got was when I signed to Family Tree, but technically the person that gave me the biggest break was Ricky Rick. He's the first person that featured me on a very big song, which is called 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒂𝒂𝒄, and I was on the remix with other dominant artists from my country, and that was like the song that put me on the map, and I was able to perform at the Channel O Awards for the first time in 2010, and that was because of Ricky. And I remember when we worked on that song, he was in studio with me. It was him and Stogie, and I was so nervous to record in front of him because he was already this big guy. He was already shooting music videos, and then he started making music. So I had a lot of respect for him. So I couldn't stop. I couldn't believe that he was gone. I couldn't believe that it was actually a real thing that was happening. Another very close person or friend of mine was DJ Dimples, which is Dumi, who's also on the 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒂𝒂𝒄 remix. He also passed away.
Oh, yeah.
So sorry for
well.
you. So sorry for you.
Thank you.
So sorry.
So that was also a very heart-wrenching, sad one as well. We've lost a few good people in the industry. We've lost 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒂𝒂𝒄 last year as well. So it's crazy, but we're being positive.
What are the moments that do you really remember from Ricky Rick? Because some of the people say that somehow, someway, like he saw it coming, and even he was talking about some things, some words that later on people could, relate to what happened.
Yeah.
Even in your post, you also shared a caption that you said, "You will return a better man." but it won't be in my lifetime. I will never get to do this with you. And this is the post that you also shared a video clip of you and him performing.
Yeah, so his last tweet was him saying that he would turn a better man, and it's part of his song from a song called Home. And I feel like him saying that he's going to return a better man is reincarnation. He'll come back in a different lifetime, but it won't be in the same lifetime as me, and that's what broke my heart. That even though you're going to come back a better man, it's not going to be in my period or my lifetime. It's going to be a different lifetime. You could come back as an Asian man in Asia, and you don't know how reincarnation and spirituality actually works like that. So the person that I knew as Riky Rick is somebody that I won't be able to see again, but his impact in the game has been monumental. His impact in my life has been monumental, and I think that's what we all just trying to keep alive, is what he's done for everybody. Everybody has a really personal story with Riky Rick because he touched so many lives.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's what we're just focusing on that.
Oh yeah. And how is South Africa hip hop is doing right now? Because some people have comment when Amapiano, you know, the wave when Amapiano was a hit, somehow, some way people believe hip hop in South Africa, you know, was kind of affected.
I think there's always cycles with genres in music. It's always like that. I mean, from the beginning we had Kwaito, which was what we started out as South Africans, and then that kind of phased out, and then it graduated to New Age Kwaito with like KO and Kara and those kind of vibes, and then that kind of evolved, and then there was house, and then there was deep house, and then that evolved, and then we had boom. Then that became piano, and then hip hop is always something that's always been consistent, and it will have its moments where it sparks its shine, regardless of what's happening in the industry. So you can never say that hip hop is gone or it's dead, because it's something that will always just, if hip hop is alive in the world, it'll be alive in Africa. I honestly think it's a very big genre that it can't be ignored, it can't be suppressed, and it is what it is. But right now piano is flying the flag very high, and we're very proud of behind the piano artists and the genre as a whole, because it's really putting us on the map. Because you know, like Nigeria was always getting the shine, like Nigeria. Now, so, I mean, we love Nigeria, and don't get us wrong, but I'm so happy that South Africa is also in the conversation now as well, with their own genre that we've come out with, which is dope.
All right, like thinking about doing a piano as an hip hop artist.
Personally, me, no, because it's not authentic to me. It's not the genre that I gravitate to unless I'm very drunk in the club.
Only focusing on hip hop.
Because that's who I am. I'm a hip hop artist. I love hip hop. I grew up listening to R&B and soul, even in my house when I was growing up with my mom, and like in Erykah Badu and India Arie and Flourichi when I was in varsity, and like I was always into like Jill Scott and like spoken word kind of feels, and that was like what I grew up listening to, you know. So I think that's something that I'll always stick with.
That's the culture.
Yeah, for me, I don't believe in forcing into a genre that's not meant for me just because it's popping right now. I honestly think that everybody has their time and their journey is the way it is. I mean, now the fact that I'm here today is because I stuck to my music, and it took me to a place where I could sit here with you guys. So
I like the spirit. I like the spirit. Yeah.
And why don't you like people to call you a female rapper? You recognize yourself as a rapper, not a female rapper.
I really don't mind, to be honest. If you call me a female rapper or rapper, I feel like as an artist and female artist in the industry, we have bigger issues to deal with, like getting nominated in the same categories as our male counterparts, and not just keeping us in a female category, just like best female, and that's it. Whereas you want to be nominated as MVP of the year, or best music video, or best with your male counterparts, and also like shows, you want to be able to be on the main headline lineup as well as a woman. It shouldn't be like, oh, the women always have to be opening acts, or when someone does a remix, there must be only a female remix. That's where my problem lies. And then also further to that, when it comes to society, I think as women we have issues of GBV, gender-based violence, that we need to focus on. And I really don't care if you call me a female rapper, because there's women that are dealing with real life situations every single day that we should be focusing on.
Okay. Braga is the name of your EP and also your record label, right?
Yes.
Okay. How did you decide to name your label the same name of your EP?
Well, the Raga Raga song that you guys played when I walked in here, I say, I'm a boss, call me Braga. Braga was a drug lord from Fast and the Furious. I don't know if you guys watched the one where he was in Rio or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay. And then everybody, like all my close friends, just call me Braga and say Braga this and Braga that. And then I put it on caps, and then it became a full-fledged nationwide clothing range that was in sports scene. And then I was just like, people identify Braga to me so much as they identify Nadia Nakai that it makes sense that it continues living. And I called my production company, which is also, I did a TV show called The Naked Room, which aired on Channel O.
Okay.
And that's part of Braga Productions. And then after that, then we've got Braga Records, which is, I've signed myself. But please, people, do not ask me to sign you people. I'm not going to sign nobody.
Why?
I honestly feel like I don't have budget for another artist at the moment. Like, I can't do it. I don't
listen
have
to
the
your part
capacity.
is done.
It's done. It's just me.
It's
Finish
only
it,
you.
clap.
And how hard it is to run a record label?
It's hard. It's a lot of work. I think I took it under for granted of how hard it is, because it's like you have to get people in place and you have to understand like licensing agreements and your publishing and make sure that you get that right, and also like producer agreements and writer agreements, because they can come back and sue you. It happens. You know, you need to make sure that you've got all of that intact, and you learn that now when you're running your own record label, because before, when I signed to like a Universal or Def Jam, there was always people that made sure that the label copy was done right and the percentage splits were done right. Now it's like I really have to be on top of that because I could really get sued.
And you have the team with you?
Sorry?
Do you have the team with you that is...
I do. I have a good team with me. Obviously, I'm building as I keep going, but the team keeps growing. But it's always like something that is people that I trust, that I've been in the industry with for a very long time, and they know what they're doing, and they're just coming through and just helping where they can.
Wait,
Alright.
At first, you were signed at 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒕 under 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 label.
Yeah.
And then again, I think last year that it's the time you decided to move on.
Yeah.
And since then, there was some sort of speculations of you dropping the label. What happened?
I've been with Family Tree since I was since 2015, 2016, and I think as any artist, you grow. You get to a point where you grow and you just want to be able to just flag your own wings and just stand on your own 2 feet, and that's exactly what happened. I thought it was time for me to be able to just do my own thing and make my own decisions, and it's just the trajectory of any artist to a point where you've had all the support from somebody like 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 in your career, which was so fundamental for me.
Yeah.
But it got to a point where I really wanted to just stand on my own 2 feet and see if I could really do it. And I guess, that's it.
Is
Do you
that
get
the reason,
some-
is that the reason why you've been featuring 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕? Actually, you said about your EP, Praga, right?
Yeah.
Now, there's a song that featured 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕, the man, and actually, you featured again 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 in your Nah Me. Is that
Yeah.
the reason that you guys got the connection and the chemistry?
Yeah, because I mean, I was under the same label and I went on the tours with him. I mean, he did the 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 tour where I was with him on the road, and then he did the 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 I hadn't been signed yet, but 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 I was there. And then Tuto, I was
just
there.
slicked up there.
So I was there. So obviously when you're working with someone and you're traveling with them so much, you're in studio a lot of the time. I'm at his house a lot of the time. So we're just being creative and working
Let's
with each
make
other.
the bomb.
Yeah, just it was organic.
Okay, I
Yeah.
like that.
Cool. So guys, tumepiga story na Nadia Nakai, and of course naendelea kupiga naye mastori kibao, na ni moja kati ya marapa wakali sana wanafanya poa. So tukirudi katika session ya pili tutapiga naye mastori kibao, lakini just to tell you, amekuepo Kenya na of course alikuepo Bongo toka alipokuwa na umri wa miaka 16. We're trying to explain, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And lakini pia ni moja kati ya marapa ambao yeye anajivunia kuepo kwenye category moja na marapa hata wa kiume. Kwa hiyo kwake hana noma akitajwa kama rapa wa kike, rapa wa kiume, yani kwake ni fresh kwa sababu kuna wakati anaingia kwenye nominations na kama nominee akiwa na marapa wa kiume vile vile. Ameachana na lebo ya Casper kwa uzuri though. Sasa hivi ana record lebo yake mwenyewe, ana push mziki wake mwenyewe, na hajafikiria pia kutaka kusign msanii mpya kwa
Budget
mkwanja.
Dogo, mzigo, it's all about mullahs.
It's all about money.
Money, Benjamin.
Pia yuko na team ya watu ambao wanamsaidia kuweza kupush mziki wake na namna ambavyo anajitengenezea soko lake and stuff like that. So tukirudi tutapiga naye pia mastori kibao kujua game yake inavyoendelea na kila kitu. Nadhani pia watu wengi mtaka kufahamu kuhusiana na yeye ushiriki wake kwenye Netflix, na nadhani tukirudi tutaanza story kibao za yeye kushiriki kwenye Netflix kama moja kati ya reality show kali za online kwenye Young, Famous and African. So you wanna know more? Stick around. I'll see you.
Yeah man, unashushia kidogo na 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 Premium Light kabaridi kabisa, na uzuri ni kwamba unapokuwa unasikiliza interview kali kama hivi, yai na ngacho mundani, basi kale kachui
Kwa nini yai?
yai fulani hivi lazima lihusike. So kama uko na rafiki zako right now, just grab your 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒕 Premium Light baridi kabisa, and then stick around and then isikilizie kwa mwanzo mpaka mwisho. Na uzuri nakwambia, just go ahead, take a bite out of life. Now that's why tunakwambia 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒕 Premium Light, the only light with the with the bite. You already know how we always do, yeah? Baby.
We are coming back.
9 Wasafi FM.
Yes, no doubt.
Ukitaka kupata bonge la bite ni Serengeti Light, Serengeti Light. Ayo, we full of taste. Ayo, we full of flavor. Ayo, we Serengeti Light.
Oh, Giamini, go ahead and take a bite out of life. The one and only Tanzania life beer. All I want is more laughter and more vibe.
More easy, hey, more fun. Diya machoma na bite.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Bring your friends.
You want to dance?
I'll bring mine.
Straight up for more.
And we can.
It's easy, like ABC.
Popote ulipo Tanzania, unajiachia na Serengeti Light. Bia yenye ladha na vibes za kutosha. Usisite, go ahead, take a bite out of life. Not to be sold to persons under age of 18. Please drink responsibly.
So yes guys, we are back right now na napiga mastori kibao na Nadia Nakai kama kawa kwenye The Switch 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 Wasafi FM na tuko live pia on YouTube Wasafi Media, right? So Nadia, now let's switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you got the deal to act on a new
It's
series?
not acting.
It's not acting. A reality show, right?
Yeah.
Express Yourself, right? Young, famous, and African. How was it?
It was exciting because everybody knows Netflix is a very credible platform. It's a
Definitely.
huge platform. So when they
Definitely.
approach you and say we want to do an original African reality show, there's no way you're going to say no to that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
And I want to know, what was the awkward moment from the series?
For who, me or holistically?
you.
For me, it was when I don't. I need to think of another one. I think the awkward moment. Oh no, I can't. It's too close to home. No ways. There were no awkward moments for me. I was so comfortable throughout the whole show.
Just
Really?
just be frank and open.
There was this moment. There was this moment that Diamond was hosting a party,
Yeah.
and then you were also invited. Then again, Zari was invited as well,
Man.
and you were there out of nowhere. You know, you felt so down.
I didn't feel down. I think I was just confused because I was just like, just a few like seconds ago, like moments ago, you were asking me out on a date to buy a car. So I was just like, what's happening? But I think also the chemistry between him and Zari is like, it fills up the room. You can just feel it when she walks in. You could feel how they are together. And I was just like, I think this person is still like in love with this person and he should focus on that and not focus on me. Like focus on that between the two of you guys and like leave me out of it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
Pretty much.
And then again, there was another moment that Diamond was in front of everybody on
Yeah.
another party. When you guys were sitting on a round table, he was kind of, approaching you.
Yeah, what about it?
Was
And
it awkward for you?
Any feelings? Any feelings for?
No, because I was
For
in a
him?
relationship from the beginning. I was in a long distance relationship and I made that very clear to Kanye because it's actually Kanye's fault. Kanye was the one that was trying to hook me up with Diamond because they are very good friends.
Okay.
And I said from the beginning that I am in a relationship. Why are you trying to hook me up with somebody? I made that very clear. So I don't think Kanye relayed the message to Diamond when we had the ball.
Okay.
So that's why he got on stage and he dedicated that song to me.
He was
and
singing
stuff.
for you, the
He was
African
singing
Beauty song.
Yes, but I honestly think he wasn't aware that I was in a relationship at that point. I don't think Kanye relayed that until me and him met up together and I made him aware that this can't happen because I am in a relationship with Vic who is based in America.
Okay. You ever say that when Diamond Platnumz meet with Zari, there's kind of a chemistry.
Didn't you see it though? Don't you agree? When you
I
watched the
saw
show?
it. I just want to hear straight from you. I just want to hear
Okay.
straight from the horse's mouth. Anything thought maybe you have just thought about maybe these guys can come together through your
don't
experience
know.
through the reality TV show you've been in.
I don't think I can answer that question with confidence because I don't know Zari that well. I don't know how their dynamic are when it's just the two of them, and I don't know their relationship. They have kids. It's deeper than just when we at parties with everybody else. I honestly think to be able to answer that kind of question, you have to know them as a family unit and how they work together and how they communicate together. So I can't answer that question at all. I have no idea.
Okay,
No
and
idea.
how is your friendship between you and Diamond right now?
We cool. I mean, I have the biggest respect for Diamond. He's really one of the pioneers of putting Africa on the map in the music industry, and he's just a major talented person. He's a very humble person. I think he's one of the sweetest people that I've met in the industry.
Wow.
Honestly, he's very genuine, and I think a lot of it comes from Tanzanian people because everybody that I've met today is also very sweet and very genuine. So yeah, he's a great person.
Okay. Have you ever felt any other type of way from Diamond?
No, I have not. Like I said, I was in a relationship. What do you guys want me to
With
just...
who?
With the person I was dating then. Watch the show. Have you watched the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, who was I in a relationship with? Thank you very much.
You're welcome. After what happened, do you and Zari talk?
No, I don't know Zari.
Really?
No, I don't know Zari at all.
At all?
At all. We have nothing to talk about.
You haven't met her and you haven't met her.
I've met her during the shoot, like those events.
Only
but
for
I've
the
never-
reality?
Only there. Yeah, for the reality. Otherwise, I don't know.
Apart from there, you never met.
I've never met her and I've never known about her. I met
Okay.
her through Diamond and all of that was happening on the show. So I don't know her. And I don't know why people expect me to know her.
And have
I
you
don't know.
ever met Diamond before? The
I've met
reality?
Diamond before. I don't remember. I met Diamond like years ago. I've met Diamond a couple times.
Before the show, before the reality show.
Yeah, before the
Okay.
reality show. Yeah.
Okay.
And
There we
since you
come.
guys met before, did he ever, express what he was expressing on a show?
No, not at all. I honestly think, guys, it's Kanye's fault. It's not Diamond's fault. It's Kanye. Kanye's the one that initiated this thing in Diamond. Otherwise, Diamond, I don't think ever.
How is
would've.
it going on right now, after the show,
With who?
with you and Diamond?
We are so good. Like we chilled. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
It is
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen.
So
It
anything
is
can
what it
happen,
is.
right?
Wow, you guys are advocating for Diamond
I
so
don't know.
much. I understand because I'm in East Country. It makes sense that you guys are patriotic about your artists.
So anything can happen.
No. Nothing can happen.
Any feelings, maybe?
No, you guys have asked this question twice already.
Anyways, let's
Go
switch.
to an ad break or something.
Let's switch. Why did you change your father's surname to your mother's name at the age of 16?
So when I moved to Kenya, I relocated to Kenya with my mom, and my mom, there was like complications because when there was immigration and we were relocating, they had a problem that my surname was Nadia Dlamini and my mom's surname was Nadia Kandava.
Yeah.
So they needed to get like approval from my dad, and my dad and my mom went in communication, and she had sole custody. So it made it easier for her to relocate with me when I changed my surname to her. So it's just that to be able to move because they're not in contact. So
And how is your relationship with your father?
I have no idea who he is. I don't have a relationship with him at all. I did talk about it on the show a little bit where I say it's the reason why I feel like I'm the way that I treat men a little bit disposable because I never really had a father figure in my life that allowed me to like look up to something or a unit. So no, I don't know him at all.
Oh, yeah.
So sorry.
There's a video clip that has been, circulating on different social media platforms showing you and AKA.
I'm going through a tunnel. I can't hear you. What? The network.
So, was it a video shoot?
Back to the mic. Back to the
Was
mic.
it a video shoot?
Nakai.
Let's get back to the business.
Back to the mic. Back to the mic, please. Can I help you?
A network Haiko.
Searching. Network
Network
searching.
Haiko. Was it a video shoot or something?
She know nothing about that. Nakai, where you are? South Africa? Are you still in
Nadia.
Tanzania?
What is your experience from Netflix reality show?
The network search now.
The experience for the Netflix reality show is amazing. I think what they're showcasing is so inspiring. Purely with the fact that it's showing Africa in a different light. I feel like a lot of people outside of our continent see us as like, poverty stricken and like just suffering, but they don't realize that we are into lavish lifestyle. We are creative. A lot of the creativity that is being taken out of the continent to other places, but they're being re-identified by them and not necessarily by us. And I think these are stories that need to be told by us because it is us,
I like that.
Yeah.
We are the ones to tell our stories, right?
Exactly, and that's what
Definitely.
Netflix is doing. It was an amazing experience. I enjoyed it.
For what I know that you've been inspired by a female rapper all the way from Kenya. I'm talking about
Nazizi.
Nazizi. So
Yeah.
any thought maybe we can hear a collaboration, you and
I would
Nazizi?
love that. I mean, Nazizi, like I said, when I was in high school in Kenya,
Yeah.
we had a a cultural day, and I hosted Prezo, Ware,
Yeah,
wow.
and Azizi because
Back
I was
in
the
the days,
student
though.
rep. Yeah, so they're always like, "Oh my gosh, you talk so fast! Like, aren't you a musician?" And I was like, "I'm going to be now that you've said it to me." And I met Nazizi at that event as well, and she was just so inspiring, and she's one of the people that I always attest to. And I met her once, honestly, I met her once, and I was a kid, but I just fell in love with everything that she was about. So
Since then, you never met?
I haven't seen her since. I haven't met her since.
Okay, recently you're big rapper, so any kind of thought, maybe collaboration?
I would love to. If we could connect like that, I would love to, because it's nostalgic for me. It's something that I grew up.
Have you ever DM her, maybe?
No, I think I should though. I don't even know if she's on Instagram.
Yeah, she is.
I don't
She
follow.
is.
Yeah, I will definitely.
Holla
We'll
at
hook you
her,
up.
please.
Please,
We'll
yeah,
hook you
because I
up.
think that would be so cool.
Yeah?
She's a ledge. I think she's like a serious OG.
Wow.
You know? Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
so now let's talk about your album, Nadia. Why did you decide to name your first album that name?
Can I say the word? Because
Yeah.
you're not saying it.
It's okay, it's
You
okay.
can say the word. You can say the word. It's okay.
So my album was called Nadia Naked, and also playing on Nadia Nakai. But as a musician, I don't know if you've seen how I wear when I'm on stage, the attire that I was always about, like the glitz and glam and the sexiness and a lot of people like, Nadia is using her body to sell her music. Nadia is trying to push this aesthetic. She's always naked. And then I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna call my album that, because my album is also a very honest project where I talk about things in my life, kind of stripping away all the barriers, and the protection that I put around myself, and stripping myself naked so that people can see, well, not see, but hear the authenticity and the issues and the things that I've dealt with as an artist on the album.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
any collaboration from East African artists, maybe Tanzania, Kenya?
I would still love to work with Diamond. Kenya, I'd
Platinums.
still like to work with 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕. I worked with
Wow.
𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 years back.
Okay, so in Tanzania and only Diamond?
Diamond, unfortunately, is the only person I know in Tanzania. So in this trip, I want to get to know a lot more artists that are based here.
Okay.
But the only one that I've been exposed to is Diamond.
So how long will you be here?
I leave tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Diamond, she's leaving tomorrow.
can you leave,
So
Diamond?
maybe this night we can do something. Hey, your Liza, prepare the session.
Oh my God,
Man.
can you leave him alone? You guys
So what are you currently
torture.
working on?
I'm working on my EP and an album this year. I'm focusing on the music. I think I was a little bit distracted for a bit because I was focusing more on the apparel and the clothing side of things. But now I'm getting back to focusing on my music.
Oh
Right.
Billboard announced the Afrobeat chart, and then again, this also has sort of discussion in our African music. What do you say African music to the international, platforms out there?
What do I say to them?
What do you see? What is your take on that?
I haven't seen the chart. What does it say? Is there something wrong with it?
No. Billboard has announced now they will feature the Afrobeat.
What, they weren't featuring Afrobeats before?
Not really.
That's crazy. I feel like it's very delayed. How did they only start doing that now? That's amazing. Okay, it's an amazing stride for Afro beats and music in Africa, 100%. But I feel like, why did it take them so long? We've had so many amazing, not even just talking about Wizkid and Davido, but I mean like Asa. Like, how did you not, like, I don't understand. Sorry. Anyway. I don't understand why it took so long.
I get it. So anything you want to share to the fans out there real quick?
Guys, I will be performing at Elements tonight, so please do come through and support. I know you guys want to let your hair down because tomorrow is a public holiday.
Oh, yeah.
So come through tonight. We're going to have such a good time. I plan to get very drunk because my flight is very late tomorrow. So
All right.
I'll be able to sleep the whole day. So come
Oh,
through.
yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Kizazi,
Au
guys,
shinda
we gotta
kutosha.
go. We gotta sign out. We're the MVP, half man, half amazing Lil Omi, the king of interviews. Niko na yule girl
I'm a
with
Gatler.
Morento right there.
Ray Mshana, aka the Young King. Squeeze on Anita 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 Masaki. Wabongo the mambo the boy.
Shout out to DJ Vasley on 1 and 2. Shout out to Alan Donna, the producer, Nick Mills, RJ, the DJ, Wild B International, DJ Choki, Amani Madebe, YouTube, and everybody.